Hi there. So I was on Facebook earlier today, and a friend of mine named Eric was talking about bullying, and I commented on this thing, and I told him that I would submit a video to YouTube um, telling how I've been bullied, because we're kind of actually doing a project right now in our English class about bullying and what we can do to stop it in our school. And so I decided to submit something. Eric, if you're watching this, you can use it for your project. I mean, I don't care. If you want to use it as an example of how it's affected someone, feel free. Just like talk to me first. That way I know exactly what's going on. Like, not in class and be like, oh look, there's my face. But anyway, I wanted to talk about how bullying has affected me and how I have overcome it. Well, kind of overcome it. But first off, oh, and you might want to have to edit this. I'm really bad at taking videos. I'm so random. But anyway, as you can tell, I am not like most kids my age or parents-wise. I have battled with many health problems since I was about 13 years old. One of which I've been battling since I was very little. And that is overweight. Most doctors like to call it obesity, but I don't like that word because I found that it makes you feel so much worse when you say obesity than just overweight. Growing up, I've always had a hard time, even before school and stuff. See, I went to preschool when I was 3 or 4, I can't remember. I was in kindergarten before I was 5, I think. I don't know, I don't remember. But anyway, in preschool, I was actually, from what I remember, I was bullied there a lot. People always say that little kids are the most innocent things, and they're more pure, and they'll tell you how you feel straight up. Well, in a way, that's kind of true. But it still hurts no matter how old you are. After preschool, I went to Alpha Elementary School for kindergarten, and I was always by myself there. I remember, I don't really remember much of my childhood, but I do remember being alone all the time and not having anyone. I didn't talk to anyone. I sat by myself. After that, I went to a school out in the Ranchos in Madera. I went to Sierra View for 1st grade through part of 6th grade. There, it was kind of bad. I mean, it was okay, but it wasn't. It could have been better. What?
Why come in here? Where's Mom?
She's not in here.
Where is she?
Can you go out? I'm trying to video something.
What? Go! Where's Mom?
I don't know. She's outside. Gosh. Anyway, that was my brother. Let's see, what was that? Oh yeah, so I went there through kindergarten through 6th grade. And this is going to be impossible to get it done because people keep on coming in. But, it could have been better there. During kindergarten through 2nd grade, I was bullied a lot actually. I was always told how fat I was. and how different I was from all the other kids, and I was treated so much differently. I sat again mostly by myself. It kind of sucked. I mean, I don't know. It was a lonely time for me. And then there was this one guy that I kept on trying to get him to hang out with me. And so this is kind of like my story of how I bullied someone, but I tried to get him to hang out with me all the time, and he eventually he just told me to go away because you're fat and ugly, and I got mad. And one day during second period in Miss Riley's class, or no, not Miss Riley, Miss Ripley's class, she sent me to go to the library, and he was outside because he was in trouble. And I remember just getting so mad. I looked at him, and I walked past him, and then I turned around, went back, and just grabbed his head and shoved it into the wall. And I know that's a bad thing, but I was so mad. I mean, I don't know. I got in trouble, yeah. I mean, what kid wouldn't get in trouble? I think I got a week's worth of detention after school or something like that. Needless to say, that was my last time I ever bullied anyone because I feel so bad afterwards. But then after that, I mean, things kind of eased up a little. Because I met one of my best friends named Brittany Johnson. Unfortunately, we are no longer really close. She ended up moving away unexpectedly, and haven't really talked since. But other than that, things continued. And then around 5th, 6th grade, things got bad again because of things that had happened with my family that were personal. People were going around talking about my mom. Very few people know exactly what happened, and I'm not going to say it right now because I don't know who's going to be viewing this. But basically, they were just saying bad things about my family, and it got so bad. Our family kind of ran to escape the embarrassment, I guess you could say, of people knowing. So we ended up moving 2,000 miles away to a little town called Star City, Arkansas. Most people call it Arkansas, which I don't understand. But we ended up moving there for a year, and then I met my best friend. His name was Timothy Maples. Unfortunately, we ended up moving back again a year later, but my time there, I think it was the most peaceful time, and it was the easiest time. I wasn't bullied. I mean, I was, but I wasn't. I was called the rich California snob because they think everyone from California is just legit, I guess you can say. I don't know. They think they're really cool and not cool, but they have a lot of money. I don't know. I didn't really care, but then we moved back exactly a year later, back to Madera, California, unfortunately. After that, things sucked. I mean, really, really sucked. I mean, I don't know how to put it to terms. My parents ended up getting divorced, and I got blamed for it a couple times, actually. I went to 3 different schools. That first year we came back, I went to Star City Middle School for 7th grade, part of 7th grade. Then I went to Liberty Ranchos Middle School for part of 7th grade. And then I went to Thomas Jefferson for the remainder of 7th grade. It's okay. The middle school out in Ranchos was not so cool because people still remembered me. and remembered things that happened in my family. So I ended up going to TJ, but that wasn't the reason why I went to TJ. But anyway, I ended up going to TJ. There, things were okay, I guess. I mean, I don't know. My friends told me that they knew me as the sheep girl, which is kind of embarrassing because I was so stupid back then. I used to go around and make these sheep noises, and I think about it now and I'm like, wow, that was really stupid. Why was I doing that? But I mean, that's just something that helped me cope with some of the stuff that was going around, like I was going through, not around, but going through. And during that period, I went through, I guess you could say, a phase. I don't know, a phase that kind of stuck. One, like, an example would be, I wore black all the time, which I don't see what's wrong with that still today. But one thing that does kind of concern me was some of the stuff I was thinking. I don't know what was wrong with me. It was nothing bad, just like random off the wall type of things. And the sheep thing, I can't explain that one. I really do not know. What else? I wore spikes. I have a backpack actually. This is my backpack from then. It has like these spikes and stuff. And I had people like ride all over it. But so I was into like all that kind of stuff, and I guess the dark, scary, suicidal music. But to me it wasn't suicidal, it's what kind of helped me through the struggles in my life. After that, I joined softball for 1 year. Worst mistake of my life was 8th grade softball. I regret doing that so much, and I'm not gonna say why. And if you come up to me after the video or something, if you see it, I'm not gonna say why. But then high school started, and I ended up going to Madera High, North Campus. While between middle school and high school, my dad and I had lost our place to live 3 or 4 times. But as you can tell, we have always managed. But anyway, high school started, and people are so cruel in high school. They point out your differences because I guess, I don't know if it makes them feel better or what it is, but they like to point them out and show how different you are than them. And I don't know, I've always walked around with my head held down because it's like, I figured if I avoid eye contact, maybe they won't see me. But then I later realized that it just makes them see me much more, because I'm not like most kids with their head held high and be like, oh, I'm so confident. But the reason why I'm like that is because throughout my whole entire life I've been told how stupid, how ugly, how fat I am, and how worthless I am. And after a while, no matter how strong you are, it does take its toll on you. And unfortunately, it's taken its toll on me. I got to where I hung out by myself most of the time during freshman year, until I met my best friends, actually. Lupe and Jasmine are twins, and they have been my friends the longest. Itzel has been my friend for about 3 years, and Stephanie just this year. But even then, having them around sometimes it still kind of hurts sometimes, because I hear people say things about me, and it just friends can be there for you, but it doesn't take that pain away. But like I would go around school, and I would hear people be like, "Oh, look at that fat girl right there. Oh, look," and then it's like, "Oh, look how ugly she is," and oh, and like in PE or something, be like, "Oh, look how slow she runs." It's like, you know what? You guys have no idea what I've been through, and it's like, I don't know. When I was little, I had RSV. When I was like a baby right after I was born, I had RSV, which is a respiratory virus. Basically what it does is it attacks your lungs and lowers the capacity of your lungs. So I guess I don't breathe like most kids my age do. It doesn't hold as much air. They don't hold as much air. But walking around, I've always been told, how fat I was or how different I was. And then it's like, why? And then I was actually talking to someone today about it, and I was telling them I changed my whole entire lifestyle when I went to high school. I changed because I wanted to fit in. I didn't want to be the odd one out. And so I ended up trying to go girly. That didn't work out so well. I am by no means girly. Don't get me wrong, I like to put makeup on and do my hair, but as far as like the girly blouses, they're okay every once in a while, but I'm more of a t-shirt and jeans type of person. But I changed my whole look just trying to fit in with the in crowd, I didn't want to be the odd one and be the talk about the school. And so I changed. I went from being one thing to being on a whole different other side of the spectrum. I don't know if I have pictures. I don't think I have pictures, but and then throughout freshman year to senior year, even senior year, I have been told how different I was, and how stupid I was, and then people started bagging on my art and saying how I can't draw, and I don't know, it hurts a lot actually. Even now it still hurts me, but yeah. What else? I'm drawing a blank. But anyway, I changed my look. And then recently, my uncle passed away. And I wanted to be myself more because my uncle was an inspiration to me. I have pictures right here, actually, right underneath the camera. This is my uncle. He passed away due to complications of AIDS. He was a huge inspiration to me because he was never afraid to be himself. Unfortunately, I was. And when he passed away, I thought, look how far he got in life just by being himself. Yeah, granted, he made some poor decisions, but everyone does. But it doesn't matter about those decisions. To me, it matters how you are as a person. And so I decided to be myself, which explains, I guess you could say, my attitude changed in a way. Of course, my new haircut, as you can tell. I think it's a bit right about now. More things are going to be happening when I get out of high school. But like today, I got in an argument with someone because they claimed that I didn't care, that I was changing because I was kind of like depressed. and the only reason why I was changing is because my uncle died. And I'm sitting here, no, that is not the reason. I am being myself. I am tired of changing for other people. For once in my life, I want to be myself. And apparently that made him really mad because he hasn't talked to me or written me back, and I'm pretty sure if he sees this he knows who he is. So, but anyway, so I was talking to a couple of my friends and telling them, you know, how there's one particular band who has helped me a lot and has given me so much inspiration, and their image is really out there, but I guess what they sing about really helps me. They're very personal. They interact with their fans. I've actually followed them on Twitter, and one of the band members' dad, the lead singer Andy Biersack, his dad Chris Biersack, actually tweets me back, which is actually really cool because most of the time they're just like, oh yeah, well my son's famous or my daughter's famous, go away. But it's actually really cool to have someone so famous, you know, like text or tweet you back, not text, but tweet you back, and they actually talk to you and stuff. But this band has helped me so much. Within a month, they have helped me. They've helped me to be myself, to not really care what people think. I don't know how to explain. I mean, because I'm kind of being kind of vague right now about how I've been bullied, because I don't want, you know, everyone knowing every little detail. But at the end, I was like, you know, because I took a survey in class, and I actually know one. They're actually in my 6th period class, and I took a survey, and I know for a fact they were wondering who this person was. I took a survey, and Estella, you know who it was. I forgot. I can't remember if it was Yasmin or one of the other girls. I really don't remember. But I wrote in pink. Yes. You keep on interrupting. Can you knock? What?
Can you check and see that Blake man?
No, not right now. Can you go, please? I'm recording.
I know.
Can you please go?
I'm just going
and stop interrupting me?
I'm not interrupting you.
Thank you. DJ! But anyway, that was me that wrote in the pink highlighter and highlighted all those different things. None of it's a lie. I don't want to get into detail with it because some of the stuff still hurts. But like I said, I found a band called Black Veil Brides who's helped me a lot.